Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 706, and today's topic of the lecture is the health benefits and nutritional value of corn oil, or sometimes we call it maize oil. This corn oil is very popular nowadays because of its chemical constituents and because of the percentage of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in the form of ester of a glycerol, that is glycerides. And nowadays globally corn oil is considered one of the best oil because of the two reasons. One is that it is having high smoke point, that is 450 degree Fahrenheit, and its poly and mono unsaturated double bonds in the long carbon chain, and there is a deep medicinal chemistry of this corn oil. And now globally all the cardiologists, they are recommending this not only as a edible oil but also those who are having some problem of heart or cholesterol, high cholesterol level. This oil is recommended to use it, and it contains oleic acid, and that oleic acid it can be sometimes up to 45%, and linoleic acid it can be up to 60%, from 50 to 60%. Most of the American corn oils, they contain around 60% of linoleic acid, but in Africa and Asia the corn oils, they contain less than 60% linoleic acid, and the ratio of oleic acid and linoleic acid is very important to understand. And for quality of the vegetable oil, let me tell you, they were writing even up to 2010-15, but now they have stopped because they were writing one thing on vegetable oils, whether it is corn oil, groundnut oil, or sunflower oil or olive oil, that this oil is good for health or heart because it is cholesterol free. All plant origin oil, they are naturally cholesterol free. Cholesterol is animal product, so there was no need to write that it is cholesterol free. It is already cholesterol free. Now they are writing nowadays that it is rich in omega-3 or omega-6 fatty acid. Even this one writing, if you are chemist, you are very specific, is not correct, because unless this omega-3 fatty acid, that is oleic acid, and omega-6 fatty acid, that is linoleic acid, unless they are in good ratio, first point, and second point about their smoke point, and that smoke point we may call it burning of the oil, burning point. You know, the oil, when we are going for cooking, there are two types of cooking. One where we are cooking our stew, our lot of items and jello, this and that. The other cooking is deep fry. So for deep fry, you must know the smoke point of that particular oil which you are using. For example, this oil which I am discussing, corn oil. Corn oil is good for deep fry. Why? Because its smoking point is 450 degree Fahrenheit. It means when we are heating it, it will be converted into smoke, or it will start burning only when temperature is going around 200 plus minus degrees centigrade. In Fahrenheit, it is 450 degree Fahrenheit. So it is very good for deep fried, because before that it will not be burnt, it will not change into smoke. So you can do the deep fry of your any item, whether cassava or yam or chicken or anything, meat. The reason is that once it is smoking or it is burning, lot of oil, there is deep chemistry change, means it will be broken down and lot of free radicals are produced. That's why nowadays doctors are not advising to anyone to use the burnt oil, means smoked oil, means that once you have already used that oil for one fry, better don't use again second time, because now the quality of that oil is drastically reduced and it contains a lot of free radicals. Then come to roasting. We are all very much fond of eating roasted meat like suya, like roasted chicken on fire. So once we are roasting, for every animal fat there is again burning point, that is a smoke point. For example, for chicken fat, the burning point is 375 degree Fahrenheit. So it means that once you are roasting the chicken and once it is burned, means that burning is responsible for producing the free radicals. That's why deep fried or deep roasted, from nutritional point of view, from health point of view, they are not good. Steamed product, fermented product are good, because there free radicals are not produced. And you know, the most evil radical is free radical. Once you are, that is a type of, we can say, pollution. You are eating some polluted substance, some burned, some charred, deep fried substances, where the chances of free radical is more. Just why they are not healthy food. And that's why it is recommended in most of the cases where the people are having cardiovascular problem to go for either steamed or oil-free food, so that there is no chance of, getting the food which is deep fried, means definitely there are a lot of free radicals. And here I have given you these two. Of course, other glycerides are there: stearic acid glyceride, palmitic acid, mesteric acid glycerides. But these two are the most important glycerides, which are playing very important role in our health and nutrition. So the first one is, that is oleic acid. Oleic acid, it can go up to 45% in corn oil, and it contains one double bond here. You might have seen here one unsaturation, and this one unsaturation here means that is, suppose it is terminal carbon. CS3 is terminal carbon, and from here if you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at 3 here, there is double bond. So it is called omega. It is called omega-3 fatty acid, oleic acid. And in this case, that is linoleic acid, that contains 60% in corn oil. 60% in the case where it is from America or Western countries. The range of this linoleic acid is from 50 to 60%. Maximum is 60%. Sometimes even it is 60 plus. But that is in the corn of USA, Western countries. Asian and African countries, usually they contain 55-56% linoleic acid. And linoleic acid is having two double bonds. One unsaturation is at carbon 6 and other one is at carbon 9. And it contains total number of carbon is 18 and double bond is 2. And these two double bond at 6 and 9 carbon. So in this case it will be like this. This is your terminal carbon. Like that. So if you count here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 is here and 7, 8 and 9. So 1 is here. I mean 9 to 10 and here it is starting from carbon 6 here. So this one is omega 6 and here it is omega 9. So this linoleic acid is having two double bond, 18 carbon, and those two double bond position is one is omega 6 and another one is omega 9. But generally when we are discussing, we are only concerned with omega 3 and omega 6. And now the quality of the oil, vegetable oil, is first determined by its smoking point, its unsaturation, number of double bonds, and to what position it is there. It is omega 3 or omega 6, and then the ratio must be 4:1. This large quantity should be of this and less quantity should be of this one. So if the ratio of omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acid is 4:1, then it is very effective as an anti-inflammatory, as an antioxidant to clear, to scavenge, to destroy, to damage free radicals maximum. But if in case that ratio 4:1, this ratio is very important for the quality of life in terms of clearing the free radicals or in terms of antioxidant or anti-inflammatory effect of the oil, corn oil or any other oil. All these, they have the ratio, and this ratio must be 4:1, and if it is maintained within that, it will be of good quality oil with mono or poly unsaturated double bonds. At 3 means it is omega 3, at 6 means it is omega 6, at 9 means omega 9. So this is the condition, and here I have given some of the oils and their burning point or smoke point, I can say. Number 1, corn oil is 450 degree Fahrenheit, groundnut oil is 445 Fahrenheit, coconut oil is having 350 Fahrenheit. So this coconut oil is having the lower smoke point. So if you are frying anything in this coconut oil, it will be more harmful, because even at 350 Fahrenheit it will smoke, it will burn. So coconut oil, if you are using in your salad and other places, is better. And then olive oil is having 460 Fahrenheit. Sunflower oil is having 440 degree Fahrenheit. And most of the oils, their smoking point or burning point is from the range of 320 degree Fahrenheit to 520 degree Fahrenheit. And I think avocado seed oil is having 520, and safflower oil is having around 520 degree Fahrenheit. Otherwise, most of the oils, they are within the range of 300 to 400 plus minus degree Fahrenheit smoking point. So these are very important deep medicinal chemistry, biochemistry, organic chemistry or lipid chemistry, what you call, that is going to determine the quality of oil which we are using for our cooking purpose, not by writing because of the advertisement and commercial value that this one is cholesterol free, this one rich in omega-3, this one rich in omega-6. No. All this ratio, all these points should be there. And why they are not writing on the bottle the smoke point of each oil? Burning point of each oil is not, they are not writing. They should write this also that, so that at least we will be careful that this oil is not good for deep fry. So these are very, very important fat chemistry, and I am not discussing more deep inside because lot of stereochemistry is involved. Wherever there are double bond, and these double bond means there will be geometrical isomerism, cis and trans form of the different functional groups. That is another lipid chemistry. But to understand this much, for all the graduate, postgraduate students, it is enough so that at least I am discussing here the quality of our edible oil, cooking oil. And this chapter I am discussing different type of vegetable plant source oil. I have already told you that there are two sources of oil. One is plant, vegetable based. The other one is animal based. And when I am saying animal based, again there are two type of animals. One is marine animal, that is shark and fish, and other one is cow, that is on surface, bull, buffalo, and that is called neat foot oil. So that animal oil also I will discuss. But first let me finish this vegetable oil, that is oil we are getting out of plant source. Health benefits and nutritional value of corn oil, and that is also called maize oil. The botanical name is Ziamais lin, and it belongs to family Gramineae. Number one, corn oil is fixed oil. Fixed oil means corn oil is the mixture of esters of glycerol and those fatty acids. They are all mainly oleic acid and linoleic acid, and their esterification takes place, and they are found in the form of glycerides. So they are the mixture of glycerides of all these fatty acid, and mainly it is oleic acid and linoleic acid. Oil is pale yellow in color, with faint characteristic odor and taste. It is slightly soluble in ethyl alcohol, but it is miscible, or we can say soluble, in chloroform, ether, petroleum ether, and also in light petrol, and it is insoluble in water. And number two, it consists mainly of glycerides of oleic acid, and that oleic acid it can be from 20 to 45%, and percentage depends upon the geographical location of the corn, maize. Either is it from India, Nigeria, or America. And then second one is linoleic acid, that ranges from 40 to 60%. And in a small quantity of palmitic acid, that is 6.2%, myristic acid, that is 0.1%, stearic acid 2%, arachidic acid 0.5%, and the last one, that is lignoceric acid, that is 0.2%. So these are all glycerides of all these long chain fatty acids are present in corn oil. And repeatedly again I am saying the main nutritional or health benefit goes to omega-3 and omega-6 position of oleic and linoleic acid, and I have already given in a very clear and simple way the explanation of all these fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-6. And number 3, it is very good edible oil, because it is high contents of unsaturation. I have already told you that in oleic acid there is one omega position 3 unsaturation means double bond, and in linoleic acid there is omega 6 and omega 9 position 2 double bonds, and with carbon 18. So it is unsaturated fatty acid. And corn oil is also used as a solvent in injection and also widely used in cosmetics preparation in pharmaceutical industries. Corn oil is given to the people to reduce high blood cholesterol level. Actually, I remember very well in some 50 years ago, it was in 70s and 80s. If anybody is having some high cholesterol level in our area in Eastern UP, and if he is going to doctor, as a prescription they used to write, go and take 2 spoon or 1 teaspoon of corn oil. And they had this impression that by taking corn oil, the cholesterol level will be reduced, but it is not true, because at that time the phytochemistry was not very advanced, or we can say medicinal chemistry, because omega 3 and omega 6 positions were not very clear to the chemist. Now it is very clear that once we are taking this corn oil, at least we are enriching our body with omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acid with definite ratio 4:1, and that will reduce drastically the bad cholesterol, that is called high density lipoprotein. So at that time they were thinking is a medicine, but now it is clear that in order to reduce the bad cholesterol and enhance the good cholesterol, I mean bad cholesterol is that is your low density lipoprotein, LDL. So to reduce the LDL, bad cholesterol, and to increase the good quality cholesterol, that is called high density lipoprotein, that is HDL. That's why this corn oil was given. But now they are today's cardiologists, they are saying that even in America, that this cholesterol they are not going to be more harmful to our cardiovascular system. Some other factors are also there. But in India now at least they have started saying that you should take the oil which is rich in omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acids, and also reduce drastically trans fat, means those oils which are solid at room temperature. Number 4, corn oil contains heart healthy compounds such as vitamin E, oleic acid. Oleic acid means omega 3 acid, fatty acid. Linoleic acid means omega 6 fatty acid, and phytosterol. It is rich in phytosterol, and that phytosterol is beta cetosterol, and are powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. And so diet in these nutrients may prevent oxidative damage of our heart blood vessels which caused by free radicals. Actually these omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acid, they are powerful antioxidants. Antioxidants mean they will not allow our good cholesterol to be oxidized in presence of free radicals into bad cholesterol, that is low density lipoprotein, LDL. That's why this corn oil is very good for those people who are having the problem of high cholesterol or the problem of LDL, that is bad cholesterol. They should use this corn oil. So number 5, corn oil has very high levels of omega 6 fatty acids. That I have already given the percentage. It can go from 50 to 60% in corn oil, and that is known as linoleic acid, which can be beneficial in small amount. That is very important to understand. If suppose good quantity of linoleic acid is there, and proper ratio with omega-3 fatty acid is not maintained, then it is not effective. It cannot be powerful antioxidant or anti-inflammatory if ratio is not around 4:1. So omega-6 fatty acid is only effective when it is in small quantity. In high quantity, it is not effective. Then acid and which can be beneficial in a small amount, but when in excess, it can upset the omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acid ratio, and that ratio should not be disturbed. That is 4:1. The ideal omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acid ratio is 4:1. But in corn oil has the ratio 46:1. So in that case, the omega-3 fatty acid is also in very good ratio. And number 6, it has very good benefits of cooking because of high smoke point. And I have already given very simple explanation of smoke point, or we can call it burning oil, where smoke starts coming, is about 450 degree Fahrenheit. And because of this high smoke point, it will allow rapid healthy deep frying without production of free radical. So once its smoke point is 450 degree Fahrenheit, it means at high temperature it will not burn, and you can get deep fried material without smoke and without production of free radicals. It is anti-inflammatory because of the presence of phytosterol, and that is beta-cetosterol, and that beta-cetosterol is very good to cover your heart from high risk. So with this I will stop, and still I will continue the fatty acid or edible oil chapter to get this mixture of glycerides, esters for cooking purpose, for our nutritional purpose. And once you are selecting the oil, you should be very careful that let us see that it is rich in omega-3 oil, and also it is having high smoke point. But of course, no one is mentioning this smoke point of oil. That is also very important. It is latest research publications what I am discussing here. So with this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.